Welcome to session 7 of pair of linear equations in two variables. Today in this video we shall be discussing another method to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables, that is by cross multiplication method. So by this cross multiplication method, how we are going to solve that? Through the exercise questions we will be learning it. And when we say it's cross multiplication method, cross multiplication method. We will not go into the detail of derivation of this method, or we will try to understand how to write the coefficients of the given linear equations and try to solve them. This cross multiplication method usually we are using to solve when the pair of linear equations are having unique solution. When compared to the other methods, this method is still more easier. But only thing is the way we write the coefficients has to be remembered. That through a simple rule we will try to remember it. Okay. So to begin with, how to do this cross multiplication method, let's consider the standard form of the pair of linear equations in two variables. So standard form, if you are taking a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So when we are doing the cross multiplication method, first we have to check whether the given equations are equated to 0. That means they are in the standard form. Once this is done, now we will write the coefficients of x, y and the constant in a particular pattern. Okay, we will write x, y and 1 here. Then this is b in between, b, c, a, b. That is b1, c1, a1, b1. Below this we are writing b2, c2, a2 and this is b. This is 1, this is 2. Right? This is 1 only. Fine. This way we are going to write. Then this diagram you have to remember systematically. Then this is down arrow first, then up arrow, down, up, down arrow and the up one. Okay. That means when we write x, y and 1, the coefficients we are writing here b1, c1, a1 and b1. That is b1 is nothing but coefficient of y, c1 is constant, a1 coefficient of x and b1 again the coefficient of y. Now once we write like this is a standard equation. When we consider an example, it becomes more clear to you. Now next what step we have to do? We have to do is what? It will be x divided by, first always go with the down arrow, b1 into c2, b1 into c2 minus b2 into c1, b2 into c1. This is equal to y divided by this multiplication, c1 into a2, multiplication of that, c1 into a2 minus again half arrow minus c2 into a1. Fine. This is equal to 1 divided by a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1. So once we write like this, x divided by b1 c2, that means the respective coefficients and the constants we multiply it, then this you are going to get a number as desired given in the questions. Then we can equate these and try to solve get the values of x and y. Okay. So first thing in the cross multiplication method, what we have to keep it in mind is, first thing is, given the equations to you, you have to note that whether they are in the standard form or not. If not, you have to write them in the standard form. And after that, you have to write the coefficients of x, y and constant in this way, where it is x, y and 1 are written, b1, c1, a1, b1, that is b, c, a, b, then again b, c, a, b. Right? Then their numbers, first row will be of all 1, the second one will be 2. Fine. Then after that, x divided by cross multiplying these two, y divided by again these cross multiplying product of them, 1 divided by the product of a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay. This way we will write, and further we can simplify, that is like we can equate, which implies x divided by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Right. So this also is known to you, this is also known to you, unknown is x, so you can even easily cross multiply and find out the value of x. Similarly, these two will be equated in the next step and you can get the value of y. Or if you once get the value of x, you can even substitute in any one of the equations and get the value of y. Fine. Now, this method we will do considering an example. So let's try to solve. Check an example like 3x minus y minus 3 equal to 0. Another 4x minus y minus 8 equal to 0. Now let's try to solve this pair of linear equations by cross multiplication method. So as I said, this we have written, both of them are in the standard form. Now we will try to write the coefficients of x, y and 1 in this form. Fine. Now it is just we are writing b1 and below b1 it is b2. Okay, there is no fraction in between, like, okay, don't think that it is b1 by b2. No, we have just written one below the other, c1 by c2. A1, it is not c1 by c2, it is c1. Below c1 we are writing c2, below a1 we are writing a2, and below b1 we are writing b2. Fine. Then, so how to write down that systematically? In this way, we'll write here x, y, 1. So what I said, b1, c1, a1 and b1 coefficients to be written. So b1, coefficient of b1, right? It is b1 is minus 1, b1, then c1 minus 3, then a1 3, then here it is again b1 minus 1, then below b2 minus 1, then a2 is BC, no? So it is minus 8, and here A2, and again here B2. Fine. After that, next step. Now you just see one important thing. Don't think that we can cancel these two. Both of them are in minus sign. No, we are just written them minus 1 below minus 1, then minus 8 below minus 3. It's not a fraction, so that we have not written like minus 1 by minus 1, so that I can cancel this minus signs. No, we should not do like this. It is wrong. We have just represented them in this form. They are not in fractions. Be very careful of that. Don't try to simplify these signs, that to cancel off these signs. Never it should be, because we have not written them as fractions, and it is not correct also. Okay, to write them as fraction. It is only a diagrammatic way of representing or trying to remember how to do the cross multiplication method. That's it. Okay. So next step, we have to cross multiply. So first all down arrows, then the up. Fine. Therefore, next what it will be, we will do x by minus 1 into minus 8. Minus 1 into minus 8 gives you 8 itself. Then minus 1 into minus 3 is 3 as it is. This is equal to y divided by, then minus 3 into minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. Then minus sign as it is. Then minus 8 into 3. Minus 8 into 3 is minus 24. Minus into minus becomes plus there. So plus 24. This is equal to 1 divided by 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Right? Then then minus sign as it is, which comes in the formula. Then 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. And this minus into minus becomes there plus 4. Now you just see. Now we will equate these two. Or before that we will try to simplify the denominators. Okay, we will simplify. So it is x divided by 5 is equal to y divided by 12 equal to 1 divided by 1. Next step you see. first these two we will equate, which implies x by 5 is equal to 1 by 1, which implies x equal to 5. And next we will take these two. Okay, these two we will equate it. If you are equating, it is y by 12 equal to 1 by 1, which implies y equal to 12. So values of x and y are 5 and 12. This is how you solve a given pair of linear equations in cross by cross multiplication method. Okay, this usual cross multiplication method usually we do try to solve when the linear equations are having unique solutions. When they are having unique solutions, we have learned the condition. When they are having unique, when they are having no solution, and when they are not when they are having infinitely many solutions. Okay, so this is one of the method of solving the pair of linear equations in two variables. Now with this idea of solving the pair of linear equations, we'll try to do the exercise questions. Now let's start exercise 3.5. Right? So what does the first problem say? Which of the following pairs of linear equation has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? In case there is a unique solution, find it by using cross multiplication method, they have said. So before going into this exercise, we'll just recollect what are the conditions for having unique solution, no solution, and infinitely many solutions. Now standard form of the pair of linear equations, we know it. Now if you are taking that standard form, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, then a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, correct? Now if, we'll just recollect it, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then what type of solutions we are having? Then unique solution. Unique solution. That is, if you are drawing the graph of it, you get intersecting lines, correct? Then if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and not equal to c1 by c2, then we have no solution. No solution. Then when we draw the graph of it, you get parallel lines. And the third condition, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and that is also equal to c1 by c2. That means if all the ratios are same, coefficients ratios with the constant are same, then you get infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions, and when you draw the graph of it, you get a unique, you get a single line where both the equations line coincide with it. They coincide, and that's why we get a single line there. Fine. Now with these conditions, that is unique solution, they have asked you in the question first one to check whether we are having unique solution or not. So you have to check this condition whether a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2 or so. Okay, then we will check that. Let's see the first one. What are the equations in the first question? It is x minus 3y minus 3 equal to 0 and another 3x minus 9y minus 2 is equal to 0. Fine. Okay. Now we will check the condition. Coefficients are standard form, a1x plus b1 y plus c1 equal to 0, another a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Okay. So now let's check the ratios. a1 by a2. a1, if you are looking at here solution, what is a1? a1 is equal to 1, then b1 is minus 3, c1 is minus 3. Then what is a2? a2 is 3, b2 is minus 9 and c2 is minus 2. Fine. Then we will check that a1 by a2. We will find whether they are equal or not. a1, here a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 3, right? And that is in the simplest form. Then we will find b1 by b2. It is minus 3 by minus 9. So now this minus signs we can cancel. Simplify that. 3 1s are 3 3s are, that is 1 by 3. And what about C1 by C2? C1 by C2 is minus 3 by minus 2. Minus minus gets cancelled. It is 3 by 2. So what conditions you are getting? Therefore, here what implies A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. Fine, because 1 by 3 and this is also 1 by 3. Now, is it equal to C1 by C2? No, it is not equal to C1 by C2. Fine, because that is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, what does the solution exist? No, the solution does not exist. Because, why it is? Because 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3 and this is not equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, no solution for the given pair of linear equations. No solution for the given pair of linear equations. Okay, then we will see the second bit of it, whether they are having the unique solution. If they are having unique solution only, they have asked you to solve it in cross multiplication method. Okay, so we will see the second bit. So second one, second part of it is what? Second part is 2x plus y is equal to 5 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. Fine. Now we will write both of them in the standard form first. So 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. Another 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Fine. Then, so we will see here what is A1. A1 is 2, B1 1, C1 is minus 5 and A2 3, B2 2, C2 is minus 8. Now let's check whether it is having unique solution or not. Now A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 3, and what about B1 by B2? B1 by B2 is equal to 1 by 2. So we can find that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Here, since 2 by 3 is not equal to 1 by 2, therefore A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So, system of equations have unique solution. Fine. Then now, since it is having unique solution, they have asked you to find it by cross multiplication method. So this part of it I will rub, since I will not get the space to do the remaining. Okay. If you are taking out, let these things be there. I think you are enjoying this background music also, where the crow is going on. It's singing. Okay, but I'm not able to control that. So let me see this. Concentrate on this. Okay. Now, if you are finding out, now by cross multiplication method we have to do. Cross multiplication method, as I said, we are writing it in this way: x, y and 1, and here it is b1, c1, a1 and b1. Here it is b2, c2, a2 and b2. Fine. So here only we will write their coefficients. It is what? 1. Then afterwards we can rub it off there. 1, b2 is 2. Then c1 is minus 5, c2 is minus 8, a1 is 2, and this is 3, and here b1 1 and 2. So these things I will rub it off. Okay. We could have written it in the next line, but since I am not having space here enough of board, I am managing doing this way. Fine. So this one here, this y is this side. Fine. Now, so what it will be? It is x, y, this into this. All first down arrows. Let's check the signs. Signs are correct. Right. So 1 into minus 8 is minus 8. Then 2 into minus 5 is minus 10. Then minus of minus is plus. Then this is equal to again y by minus 5 into 3 is minus 15, minus 8 into 2 is 6, minus 16, minus of minus becomes plus here, so plus 16, so 1 by again 2 into 2 is 4 minus 3. Fine. Then simplify the denominators here, it is x by 2, y by 1 and 1 by 1. So now let's take these two. So x by 2 is equal to 1 implies x equal to 2. X equal to 2. Then what is y? And y by 1 is equal to 1. Therefore y is equal to 1. So what are the solutions? Therefore x equal to 2 and y equal to 1 are the solutions for this by cross multiplication. Did you follow this? One arrow I have just put downwards, the other one also you can put it. Otherwise always be careful when you are doing cross multiplication. First multiply these two and then minus of these, the other product of this. Okay, fine. Now like this we will continue doing the other ones also. This cross multiplication, these things will rub it off so that we can get little more space in doing the problems. Okay, then we will write here exercise 3.5 only. Which part we were doing? I think second one is complete. We will see the first main third part. So what is given there? 3x minus 5y. 5y is equal to 20 and 6x minus 10y is equal to 40. So let's try first. We'll try to put it in standard form. 3x minus 5y minus 20 equal to 0. Another 6x minus 10y minus 40 equal to 0. Fine. Then after this, let's check the ratios. So A1 is what here? 3. A1 3. Then B1 minus 5. C1 minus 20. A2 6. B2 minus 10 and C2 is minus 40. Now let's check what is A1 and A1 by A2. So here A1 by A2 is equal to 3 by 6. Simplify it, it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Then find what is B1 by B2. 5 by minus 10. 5 minus minus gets cancelled. 5 ones are 5 twos are 1 by 2. Then C1 by C2 is minus 20 by minus 40. Minus minus gets cancelled. 0 0 1 by 2. Right? Therefore, if you look at this is 1 by 2, A1 by A2, B1 by B2 is 1 by 2, C1 by C2 is 1 by 2. Therefore, since A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, you get the system of linear equations are having infinitely many solutions. System of equations given have infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Fine. So then we need not find out the solution because they have asked you only if they are having unique solution, you try to find it out. Okay. With this, we'll move on to the next question. Fourth bit of it. What it says that it is x minus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. Then 3x minus 3y minus 15 equal to 0. Fine. Now check whether it is having unique solution or not. So solution. Checking unique solution or not. Find out the ratio of A1 by A2. A1 by A2 is equal to 1 by 3 here. Then what is B1 by B2? B1 by B2 is minus 3 by minus 3, that is 1. So their ratios are not equal. So once their ratios are not equal, they are having unique solution. 1 by 3 is not equal to 1. Therefore, A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So, equations have unique solution. Fine. Okay. Now, if they have unique solution, we have to find out the solution of those by cross multiplication they have said. So, we will write down to try to find out that in using cross multiplication. So, x, y and 1 we are writing. Here it is b1 coefficient of y, that is minus 3, b1, c1, a1 and b1, right? Then b2, then c2, then a2, coefficient of x it is, and here again it is b2. Okay, then put the next step arrow marks this way first, and then second is this way up. Fine. Therefore, now how to find out? It is x by. Once again I am reminding you all, don't ever try to cancel these signs, because if you do so, then your entire problem goes wrong. Okay. Therefore, x by minus 3 into minus 15. So that is 45, then plus 45, and here it is minus 21. Fine. Now this is equal to y divided by minus 21 plus 15. It is equal to 1 by minus 3 minus 9. Okay. Then this implies x divided by 45 minus 21, 4, 20, 24 equal to y divided by minus 6 equal to 1 divided. Just look at this, coefficients, are they correct? Just to see, it is 3 into 3 is minus 9, minus 9 of minus is plus there. So this is 1 by 6. Now this implies x by 24, we are equating this and this, x by 24 equal to 1 by 6, which implies x is equal to 24 by 6, that is x is nothing but x is equal to 4, and y by minus 6 is equal to 1 by 6, 6 if you cancel here, y is equal to minus 1. Fine. So what are the values? Therefore, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 1. These are the solutions for this pair of linear equations. In one, that is unique solution they have said. So unique solution we are getting. Now moving on to the next main questions, second main. Okay, this completes the first one where they have asked you to check whether it is having unique solution. Once it is having unique solution, solve it by cross multiplication. Now we will move on to the second question. Moving on to the next question, second one in that first bit. What they have said, for which value of a and b does the following pair of linear equations have infinite number of solutions? So for question is 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and a minus bx into x plus a plus b into y is equal to 3a plus b minus 2, right? Now they have said it is the system of linear equations are having infinitely many solutions. That implies that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, that is equal to c1 by c2. Why? Because they have given that this system of equations have infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Fine. Now we will simply put this values here. a1 by a2. What is a1? a1 is 2. 2 by a2. a2 is a minus b. This is equal to b1. b1 is 3. Then b2 is a plus b equal to c1. 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. Fine. Now let's take these two. which implies 2 by a minus b is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. Fine. Now, if you cross multiply this one, you will get the equation in two variables. If you cross multiply, you get 6a plus 2b minus 4 is equal to 7a minus 7b. So, implies that it is bringing them all these towards this side, 6a minus 7a plus 2b plus 7b minus 4 equal to 0. So, this implies a plus 9b minus 4 is equal to 0. Fine. Then, okay, this is the one equation we have got. Now, let's take the other two. The first one and the last we have taken. Anyway, even you can take these two and these two, any two. Now, I will take this one and this. Okay. So, it is what? 3 by a plus b is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. Fine. Then cross multiply this also and get the equation. It is 9a plus 3b minus 6 equal to 7a plus 7b. Bring it to one side. 9a minus 7a plus 3b minus 7b minus 6 equal to 0. So, this is 2a minus 4b minus 6 equal to 0. Then if you want, we can take out 2 common. So, a minus 2b minus 3 is equal to 0. So, this is your first equation here and this is your second equation. Now, you will try to solve those two equations and get the value of x and y. Not x and y. They have asked you a and b. No, we will find it out a and b. So, which are the two equations? It is minus a plus 9b minus 4 equal to 0. Another one, a minus 2b minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. If they have specified to solve by cross multiplication method, you solve it by cross multiplication, or which if they are not specified, whichever method you find it easy, you can do so. Okay. Now here we can directly do the elimination method also, because the coefficients of minus x, a are same, we are equating it. So you can add these two equations. So signs also won't change. So this gets cancelled. Then this is 7b minus 7 equal to 0. Where we get 7b equal to 7, which implies b equal to 1. Fine. B equal to 1. Once b equal to 1, you substitute in any one of these equations and find out the value of a. Therefore, put b equal to 1 in equation 1. If we do so, equation 1, so minus a plus of 9 into 1 minus 4 equal to 0 minus a plus 5 equal to 0 implies a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5. So what are the values of a and b, so that the linear equation in two variables should have infinite many solutions? That is, value of a should be 5 and value of b should be 1. Okay. Now with this we will like this only we will see the next question also, where it is, for what value of k will the following pair of linear equations have no solution? Okay, they have having no solution. We will take up the two equations. No solution. What is the condition? A1 by A2 is not equal to no solution is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, and that is not equal to C1 by C2. So second bit, equations are 3x plus y equal to 1 and another 2k minus 1 into x plus k minus 1 into y is equal to 2k plus 1. Right. So no solution they have said. So no solution means A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, and that is not equal to C1 by C2. This is the condition for no solution. Fine. Now substitute the values of A1, A2, B1, B2 and find it out. So this will imply, what is A1? It is 3. A2 is 2k minus 1 is equal to B1. B1 is 1. B2 k minus 1. This is not equal to 1 by 2k plus 1. Now we will focus on which is equal to. So these two we will take up. So cross multiply. 3k minus 3 is equal to 2k minus 1. If you take this, it is k is equal to minus 1 plus 2. That is k, this is 3 plus 3. So that is equal to plus 2. Therefore k equal to 2. So for k equal to 2, the solution, the system of linear equations will not have unique solution, or we can say it will not have any solution. Fine. The value of k is equal to 2. Okay. That's all for today. We'll continue the next problems of the same exercise in our next video. Thank you.